What is up? Welcome back to the channel. I Fish 5 on Clay. You know, it's so far pretty early here in Alabama, but it's a nice pre-spring dreary 63-degree day. I don't know if they'll hit any higher than 65. Probably not with the cloud cover. It's pretty low. Had a hard rain yesterday. Things are greening up. Not sure if we're in full-blown spring. Everything's acting like it, but you never know. You never know. But today, while a few of my friends are arguing politics over Facebook, that's just what they do, and gets them absolutely nowhere. But we're going to review the Lifetime 110 10-foot kayak. It's my personal kayak that I picked out among 100 I was looking at to strictly fish out of. It gets into where your bass boats, or any boat for that matter you can fish out of, can get into places, tight places, creek channels, and very, very shallow draft places. Like we're talking, this bad boy will go in, half foot of water with 250 pounds on it. I think it's rated at like 375. And if you're a 6 foot or better person, I'd recommend a 12 foot, because I'm only like 5'9", 5'8" with a bad back. I fit on here perfectly. So we'll just hop into it. It's a Lifetime 110 10-foot kayak, between $350, $400. I shopped around. Bass Pro's got the Ascend models, which you can stand up on. Some of these Lifetimes you cannot stand up on, or you're probably going to go over, and it's you're going to get wet, possibly lose some gear or tackle. So I wouldn't recommend trying to stand up on these bad boys, but the castability and the accuracy you get off of these kayaks, you don't really need to stand up. You can sit comfortably. So that is the bow. And we're moving on down to the seat. That is an aftermarket seat specifically made for this kayak. It's got these lovely little handles here, one on each end, bow, stern. This one is the Tioga model. They come with a serial number, lifetime warranty for, nothing that, if it falls off your truck, SUV, car, whatnot, they're not going to cover it. But if there is a defect in the crazy, insane chemical romance of plastics they build these things out of, they will cover it. Nice little bungee cord in the back. I put a milk crate back here made from Yak Attack. You can get them at Academy Sports, or you can get a free one from your Circle K, I'm sure. I have scupper plugs in the back and scupper plugs in under the seat to keep water from coming, because sometimes I store gear, and definitely don't want your butt will get wet, and you don't want that in colder fall or winter fishing if you don't have these scupper plugs in. And I put some in the back, so my gear don't get wet or come up through in case I have clothes or something in the milk crate. But these carabiners right here, 2 of them clip to the side of the milk crate, holds the milk crate right here just perfectly fine. These here are 2 rod leashes. You got a rod holder on each side. You can carry as many rods as you want. They make tubes for your milk crate. I find that it's insanity if you carry more than 3 rods on a kayak. It's too much. It's way too much, because down here in Bammy especially, you're fishing under a lot of laydowns, a lot of brush, and that's just calls for, your rods to get broke and or caught up, then it's frustration city, and you say every cuss word in the book. They start yanking stuff out of the kayak. So 3 rods. We'll get to the other one in a minute. So 2 rods, 2 stand-up rod storage here. I highly recommend these. I got these at Walmart. They clip right here. It's made in the USA product too, this Lifetime kayak, by the way. Go America, free Iran. We have here rod leashes, and there's a little, when your rod's sticking up back here, one of these clip to the handle itself, or you can clip them on the reel part of your rod and reel there, and they will protect your 300 plus investment in your rod and reel combo in case you do flip or hit something and there's water come up in your kayak per se and your rod and reel come out. They will not disappear. These leashes clip on to your rod and reel while you're not using them. And like I said, the milk crate back here or whatever you stow, you can use carabiners like I do, and it holds everything in place. You might have some tackle boxes floating here and there, but your plastic boxes, but your rod and reels, you could have $600 sitting back here in rod and reels, and these rod leashes are only $5. And I mean, come on, get them while you can there and protect your investment there. Keep fishing. It's very sturdy kayak, very sturdy actually. This thing tracks phenomenally well. Like, it is insane. I mean, it is perfectly straight. I got some Gorilla tape down here because I launched off of some rocks and stuff, but it just tracks insanely well. And what I mean by tracking is your right and left motion. This thing is straight as an arrow. One right paddle, one left paddle. This is an aftermarket Lifetime seat. They're about $70 off of Amazon. The original OG seat on this thing, let me just tell you right now, this kayak's built great. It's awesome. The original seat sucks. It just does. I broke it leaning back on it. So just invest in one of these stadium style seats. I rigged up a little piece of plywood to kind of keep this front pushed up a little bit. And you sit higher. You sit like, I don't know, what is that, 3 inches? You sit 3 inches higher on this kayak, which in my experience on it, on a high-rise seat, you cast better and you can get more accurate, and your pole is not like low to the water line. So you got your nice little cup holder. I don't use it. I usually put the drinks, bottle of water or something right here or in the back. I use that for extra lure or two, or a plastic, or fingernail clippers for the mono unbraided line. It's got this handy little latch here that you can pull up, and this is your storage. Phone fits in there pretty good. Car keys, everything. I've had this kayak out 100 times on some big rocky lakes, and it has never had an ounce of water in there at all. This here is, what do we have in here? Oh yeah, these are the rod leashes I was talking about. This will attach to your reel. This attaches to the other side of the leash, so in case you tip over or you get hit by a wave, your rods will not come out of the portals. If they do, you will not lose them. This right here attaches to this handy little clip there, and it is a Yak gear. You can also get these at Academy. This is for the a paddle leash, so it hooks right there and you can paddle. I prefer to paddle, and when I'm fishing and casting, I lay my paddle on my lap, and I have this paddle leash. So if the paddle does fall off or something, it'll just drag behind your kayak. And I just keep all these straps and extra stuff while I'm traveling. Well, this is on top of my Jeep, but it just pops in, and you have a nice handy clip. completely waterproof. I do not have any scupper plugs in the front. That will allow a little bit of water in. It's got these little handy ridges for your footrest. I find it pretty comfortable. I wear some water shoes, so I don't. You're going to have a little bit of slippage, but you're in a kayak, you know. And this thing is built for, you know, fishing. It's you get a little side to side, and you'll get, if you got some slow rollers on the lake, you know, you just cut the weight. Don't you know, if you got any type of waves, do not you know, sit there sideways on them. It's just not going to be good. Like I said, another handy little strap. This here is a, you know, drain plug. You tip your kayak upside down when you get done. Here's your third rod holder right here. It comes with a telescoping, I didn't bring it out, but sits down in there, locks into place, and it'll hold casting and or spinning rod right here. And at the same time, that's your third rod and reel you can hold securely in here, because it's got a little, when your rod and reel's down in here, it's got a little lock on it that locks that rod and reel in place while you're paddling, or you control while you're paddling. It's pretty handy in case you need to tie on another lure. You can sit it in there. This thing is great, and it removes, so when you travel, you can put your seat, you can take that off, you can put your seat down. A little extra place right here for lures. And man, the dog's going off. We're having a blast. She just decided to join in the video, but oh yeah. Another little front storage right here for just anything. I usually put a bag of waterproof bag with some waters in here, or anything. Normally I do put my car keys, Jeep keys, whatnot in here, because this is secure, 100% waterproof, and it does latch down watertight. So there's no possibility of that coming open, is what I'm saying. But this is handy. Put some sun shirts, rain gear, anything up there. It did come with a elastic paddle here and a paddle holder. Well, and it's made out of this. That snapped from hundreds of uses, so I screwed on another paddle holder here. Like I said, I usually ride with my paddle right here. That stupid dog, I'm telling you, she just wants to be in the video, guys. Okay, so just let her have her moment on YouTube here. Here's the paddle. It's not too bad. It breaks down, and you know, it does its job. It comes with the kayak, like I said, and I thought about getting another paddle, but this one serves its purpose. And the reason why is it's a little flimsy on the tail end, but you can get up some pretty good speed. And like I said, this kayak tracks so daggum well. It's always worth getting you know, just sticking with the paddle. I mean, the paddle's not broken or anything like that, but this is, like I said, the Lifetime 110 10-foot kayak. It's got these two beefy carry handles. This thing is 53 pounds too, by the way, total weight. And the seat latch kind of stinks on the new seat, so I secure it with another little small carabiner. I wrap it through this hole right here and wrap it down. That way, when I'm traveling, that seat's not doing that on my Jeep. I learned that the hard way. I had to get out on the road and, you know, just tighten her down. That's all. But that is a piece of 1/2-inch treated plywood screwed down, and it's in there. There's not the, you know, these seats come with these little rubber gaskets, and they're tied down, so they're made to move a little bit with your body. But it's on there. It's a beautiful high-rise seat, actually. Like I said, I'll throw a life jacket on the back to keep that bar from getting in your, you know, digging in your back 5-6 hours into your fishing trip. But overall, highly recommend it. US made, Lifetime 110 10-foot kayak, lifetime guaranteed. You guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Be sure you like and subscribe. I Fish Fly. I'm Clay. I'm out. Got to go fishing.